What is going on, everyone? BitterHyena here. Now today's video is actually a little bit late. This was supposed to go up on Friday, but with Thanksgiving a few days ago and my work schedule, I just haven't really had the time to record it. But either way, by the time you guys are watching this, the video is done, edited, and up, and I cannot wait for you to see it. Now, if you've seen any of my openings this week, you know that I've been opening up just giant TCG boxes. We started the week off with the Generations Tag Team box, and then Wednesday we opened the Hidden Fates Ultra Premium Collection. Now today's box isn't exactly a TCG product, but it is still Pokemon. And this one here has got to be my favorite because it combines two of my favorite things. Now before I tell you exactly what it is, let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. It is just a giant black box. Doesn't really reveal anything that's inside of it unless you can read Japanese, then this probably tells you right here. But most of the people I know can't read Japanese, so you don't know what's inside. Either way, it is a big box, not as big as the other ones we have opened, but still pretty big. Got some size to it. Now, as you can see here, it says 10 on the bottom, which means there are 10 separate boxes in this thing. And since I've said that now, I guess I can go ahead and tell you guys, we are going to open up, which I'm basically going to call like the standard version of the Pokemon Scale World series. Now, if you don't exactly know what that is, it is basically a line of Pokemon figures that are to scale of what they would be in the actual Pokemon universe. Let's say that you have like a trainer figure that would be this big. You could get a Pikachu figure that would be like this, or an Eevee one. Or if it's like, say, a Venusaur and a Charizard, it would be gigantic. So they are to scale to each other, which I absolutely freaking love. I collect figures just as much as I do Pokemon cards. So opening something that is Pokemon related and figure related is freaking right up my alley. I've been waiting for this thing to come out since it was like announced maybe last summer. Now, like I said, this is the basic version or like the standard version that you would find in a store. Nothing too fancy to it. You got a lot of nice figures though, but nothing too like enormous. Now, I've gone ahead and already cut this plastic open because I started to record this video and realized right after I got this thing opened that I had messed up a setting on my camera. So I had to scrap it, start it all over. But either way, here we go. Now, you're not guaranteed the full set in one of these boxes from what I understand, but more than likely you are going to get it. There are 6 different sets in this here, and you get 10 boxes, so you're going to get quite a few doubles. And from what I already seen in the box, we got some pretty good doubles, and I do believe that we have them all. So here we freaking go. There we go, and we'll start off with this one here, just to give you an idea what it looks like. There is everything in like the standard set. As you can see here, there is Mewtwo, Mew, we got Venusaur, or not Venusaur, Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Eevee, Pikachu, Charmander, Charmeleon, Squirtle, Wartortle, and a Pokemon trainer, which is sweet. So every box has a different like set of figures in it. And then there, of course, are the final Evos. Like I said, some of them get pretty big, and all 3 of these here are actually separate boxes. From what I've seen online, Charizard and Blastoise are the cheapest. I think Charizard is just a little bit cheaper than the Blastoise one is, but the Venusaur is like almost 40 bucks itself. And if you wanted to actually collect this full set, like these things can get pretty expensive on eBay. Like some of these here are running anywhere from like $10 to $15, and I've seen some people jacking the price up to almost 20. So if you do want to pick one of these up, I did get this off of Plaza Japan, and with 10 boxes here, I think I paid $65 with shipping. So a lot better deal on this unless you actually like live in Japan. But there is the first one. We've got the first starters. Second one is Pikachu and Charmeleon. What was that? Number 2. Number 3 is up here. We only got one number 3. So there is Eevee and Wartortle. Number 4 is Ivysaur and Mew. Very cool. Number 5? Yeah. Number 5. Yeah. Okay. Number 5 is Mewtwo. There we go. Just one figure in this one just because of how big Mewtwo would be. There's an actual like better idea of how these things scale. Like you can see that tiny little Eevee and then a person holding Venusaur with 2 hands. So very cool. And then number 6 is the Pokemon trainer himself, Red. Now from what I can tell, we got a double of 1, 2, and then we actually got 2 Mewtwo's too, so that's pretty cool. These ones here, I'm going to keep sealed just because I do like to keep some sealed product, whether it be Pokemon cards or figures. So I'm going to take these and set them all 4 to the side. Take this box here, of course, off screen, so we can actually get these other 6 boxes open. All right, so let's jump in just to, I'm gonna put these off to the side and pull them as needed in the right order. We'll just open them. We'll open them like this. So first up is Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur. We'll just, here we go. Pop it open this way. I am happy that I did get one sealed of the original starter trio, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Ooh, I can already tell I'm gonna love these. And of course, it comes with like a little piece of gum. It's basically Japan's way of putting candy in these things so they can keep them in the candy aisle for kids to see. Well, I shouldn't say the K word, especially on YouTube right now. There's a little advertisement for the Pokemon Kids finger puppets. So I've got a ton of these, actually. I've been collecting them for a video and I don't know how well it would do. So if that is something you want to see, let me know in the comments below and we'll open them up. But enough talking. Let's get into this. And I think I'm going to need some scissors. All right, gold scissors coming in. Go ahead and just snip through all of them. Yeah, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Bulbasaur, of course, is like the biggest looking. I'm getting more and more excited as I'm starting to open this. So we'll put the candy up there. There's gonna be a ton of that. So we'll slowly take everything out of this. Man, these things are so freaking nice. Now we got a little stand here, as you can see. I think it's probably to hold up Charmander, maybe. Yeah, Charmander seems to go with. So look, I mean seriously, look how nice these figures are. That is so freaking cool. That's so detailed. I love these. Oh my goodness. Get a little bit closer there. These are so nice. Squirtle is adorable. The fat freaking hands there. Let me hold it this way. Oh my goodness, I love these already. These are so cool. Very completely already love this. So we'll put Squirtle down there and they stand up very well too. So here's Charmander. Another very detailed one. Very, very nice. And the tail where the fire is actually transparent too. See it there, like the light shining in it a little bit. Very, very cool. Very nice. Like I said, I think this one is for Charmander just because of how, let me see here. It might actually fit into his feet. Yes, there we go. So there we go. Stand fits into Charmander just to hold him up a bit more. And then of course the giant boy himself, Bulbasaur. Now this one is my favorite. Bulbasaur, favorite starter out of the original trio. Very, very cute. Very well detailed. Just like the other two. I need to get me some better lights here. Maybe. Either way, very, very nice. Love it. Alright, so there is the original 3. We'll move on to number 2, which is Charmeleon and Pikachu. Now, I'm expecting Charmeleon to be fairly big. And, oh god, he is. Oh, he's big. Holy crap. Alright, so there's our gum that we get. Let's go ahead and cut these open. Pikachu is tiny. Holy crap. And I see we got another stand, and I'm guessing this one is for... Ooh, this one might actually be for Pikachu. I was going to say Charmeleon since Charmander had one, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. Alright, so once again, there's the stand, and yes, this one is for Pikachu. I can already tell. Doesn't click in like the Charmander one did, but it does sit in there, so let's go ahead. Take a quick look at Pikachu. Very, very tiny. Look how freaking small that is. Very well detailed though. Very nice coloring on him too. Like these were, you can tell these were not, they weren't joking around when they made these. These are sweet. But yes, very cute. Cutesy Pikachu. He gets his little stand there so he can sit up a little bit better. I gotta get another camera set up for when I open like figures and jazz. If I can get him. Okay, kind of just sits into it like I said. Doesn't really do anything else. There we go. But next up, big boy Charmeleon. He is massive. Once again, the transparent fire there. You can kind of see the light shining through it. Very, very cool. He is freaking huge. I did not realize how, like, much bigger Charmander is than Charmeleon. Like, look at that size difference. That is crazy. So cool, though. Alright. We'll put you guys together over here. Just try to keep the Evos together. Number 3 is Eevee and Wartortle. See here, same back, same size as the other one. There is another set that you can get that's got green and blue in it as well. I would really, really love to get my hands on that one. I think it's actually pretty expensive. But let's go ahead, pop this one open. Pikachu already fell over, as you can see. I don't think its stand works too well on that one. But, oh my god, Eevee is by far the tiniest. Another piece of gum. Holy crap, Eevee is so tiny. Oh my god. Okay, scissors aren't really wanting to cooperate with the plastic. There we go. Alright. Get you all out of there. Now, look. I don't even know how well I can show Eevee off. Just because of how freaking tiny it is. That is actually insane. Like, how is Eevee that freaking small? It's like this, like, the size of a small house pet. Like, even smaller than like a normal dog. It's ridiculous how tiny this thing is, and I have huge hands as well, so this is very, very hard to show off. But very cool. Like I said, even with them being this small, these things are so detailed. A little bit. Get it up there a little bit more. Oh, so freaking cute though. Eevee is by far the tiniest so far. Then we've got Wartortle, which on the opposite scale is huge, just like Charmeleon is. Very, very cool. I am already so in love with these things. I'm gonna have to get the rest of them. There's a Johto version, or Johto set coming out, I believe, in January. So you can expect to see that one on here too. Going to try to get the final Evos of all these two, so. Yes, there we go, Wartortle. Just like the other ones, very, very nice paint job on these. Very well detailed, like. So cool. So worth it. Like I said, if you want to pick one of these up, I will leave a link in the description below to Plaza Japan's website. The last time I checked, they had, I don't know, 4 or 5 still left. So, but next one, number 4, we've got Mew in Fushigi, I guess you would call that one, Ivysaur. Alright. Ooh, Mew's a bit bigger, okay. Ooh, and we gotta actually put Ivysaur together. That's a first. So, there's your gum. Tons of gum. Let's cut this open. I'm afraid I'm gonna knock this stuff over more than I already have. Pikachu stands better without his stand, to be completely honest. Alright. Carefully cut this open. Now, I don't, just by looking at it, Ivysaur doesn't seem that much bigger than Bulbasaur actually is. Like, not that much bigger. Now that I'm looking at Ivysaur and we have to put it together, I'm kind of wondering if Mewtwo and the Pokemon Trainer Red are going to be the same way. I do know the final Evos, like, they have some parts that you've got to put in it, but they were very cool. Love the shininess of the eyes. That's a very nice touch. Now, let's go ahead and... Wow, this thing is huge. Let me grab my knife over here, just because I think it'd be a little bit more efficient to open it this way than with these scissors. Yeah, like I figured. Okay, set that over there. But man, I can see why you have to put this thing together now. This thing is enormous. Love the color of the bulb. It's so bright. 4 leaves all the way around it though, very nice. And we'll go ahead and just like, I'll just go in. There we go, just like that. Nice and tight in there. There we go, there's Ivysaur. Wow. Ivysaur's probably got to be one of my favorites now. That's so cool. Move it down here a little bit. That is so nice. Oh, I love it. These things are so freaking cool. I'm gonna have to get a separate shelf just to keep all these on. There's the bulb from the top though. Got to see like a little flower design in the middle there. Nice, like I said, very nice attention to detail on these things. This is crazy. I knew they were gonna be good, but I didn't think they were gonna be like this top quality. This is cool. So I'm knocking Pikachu and Eevee over like crazy, forget it. Alright, next up we've got probably, I don't know, not as small as Eevee, and probably a little bit smaller than Pikachu, but we've got Mew. Focus there a little bit, there we go. Very, very tiny, nice like bendable tail a little bit. Very, like you said, just like the rest of them, very nice attention to detail. Now on camera, this thing seems like it has almost like a little bit of like a metallic shine to it. I don't think it actually does. No, it's just a flat color. But very cool. Nice little blue eyes there. And tiny little Mew hands. Man, so cool. Alright, and then Mew stand might actually come in handy, because I think it actually, I just seen something we gotta look at. They actually put like little foot pads on the bottom of Mew. See, that's what I'm talking about. The attention to detail in this thing is sweet. Alright, and then that's kind of just, you kind of just goes into that like that. So that one's actually a fairly useful stand, unlike the Pikachu one. The stand on Pikachu is the only gripe I have about these. Yes, very cool. That one sits perfectly. There we go, right there in the middle. Alright, moving on to Mewtwo. Let's get this little bit of trash out of the way. Now, I'm expecting this one to be pretty big. Probably, is it? Doesn't show it. So I don't know exactly how big this is going to be to red, but we'll see. Oh, Mewtwo we got put together big time. Oh, okay. And don't forget the gum that I'm going to be eating on for probably forever. Alright, yes, Mewtwo is massive. Of course you gotta put the tail on it. Again, slowly. Cut it open there. There we go. Alright, so we got the tail. And, this it actually has a stand too. A fairly big stand. Wow. Okay. Alright, so there's Mewtwo itself. Huge figure. This one can easily be shown off because how big it is. Man, love it. I like how they put the eyes as like a different kind of paint, so it shines a little bit more. Very cool. This is the back, massive little node there for the tail. Okay, go ahead and put tail on. Fits in there very nicely, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Very flush, very flush. Wow. That's, I mean, you could almost not even tell like you had to put that on. Like, that's very nice. Very cool there. Huge. Absolutely enormous. Love it. Love the big old tail. Let's see if yeah, it's actually going to need that stand. Its tail is very, very heavy. Another very good stand. This one works perfectly. Hooks into the feet right there very nicely. Holds the tail up like that. Very good. That's a good one. Very well done with that. Well, let's compare Mewtwo and Mew real quick, just because of how, like, look at this size difference in that. Mewtwo, Mew, I'm afraid I'm actually going to drop because of how tiny it is. Mewtwo's just massive. Like, Mew's head fits in Mewtwo's hand. That's how big of a difference that is. Wow. All right. Got you there. Now let's move on to the final one. We have Red himself. This one I'm probably one of the most excited about, just because it's red. I love red. And this one is actually one of the more expensive ones to get as well. This one is, I think, upwards of about 20 bucks. So don't have to put them together though. So, and then of course, you know, last piece of gum. Does come with a stand though. I do like that, because I would imagine red would be kind of awkward to sit up, or might be a little top heavy. All right. So now this looks like a normal stand you would see with like a figure. Not much to it, just enough room to put the feet into. But wow. And oh, his head turns too. Wow, so he actually has like a point of articulation. That is cool. Does Mewtwo's head turn? No, of course not. It's got that little like tube on the back. But there we go. There is Trainer Red in all of his glory. Nice detailing all throughout, of course. Nice bright yellow backpack. Hair looks nice. Very, very cool. Handout. Would imagine he would like be holding a Pokeball or something, but nope. Just like that. Still, either way, that's awesome. That's so freaking cool. That nice, if I can hold it up here, scowl on his face. Look of determination. Oh man, these are so cool. And I do like that this one's, his head turns. So you can put him in different positions, like, kind of like that, like he's challenging you to a battle. That is so nice. These are getting their own like shelf here very, very soon. And then his stand fits him perfectly as well. Feet go right in there. Nice little lock in. Nice. Holds him up perfectly, just like that. So cool. There is another quick look at Red. We'll go through just a quick look at all of them. Kind of like a little size comparison. Very, very cool. We already did Mewtwo and Mew. And Charmander and Charmeleon we already did. We'll do it again though. Huge, like, size difference. It's insane. You get those two. Pikachu and Eevee. Now these, I will say, these are probably the cutest. I love how tiny they are. But at the same time, they are so freaking tiny. You could easily lose this Eevee. Like, I can barely even hold it because of how big my hands are compared to it. So tiny. Very well detailed though, like I said. I cannot say this enough. Like, the detail on these is fabulous. Very, very cool. Yes, very nicely made. Well worth the $65 for these. And then we got Wartortle and Squirtle. Squirtle looks very cute too. I love the color blue that they used. They nailed the color on these perfectly. Very, very cool. Switch it back over. Look at the back. A little bit. Try not to have so many freaking shadows. Yes, very nice. And then of course, probably, and you can stay down, Squirtle. My favorite line, the Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. They're both about the same, to be completely honest. Bulbasaur's just a smidge tinier, but either way, they're both fairly big figures. Very cool. Got a nice, like, these things feel very good quality, like very heavy. I love figures that are heavy like that. Oops. Turn you this way. Move you down a little bit too. More on camera. Yes. Very, very nice. Very good quality. I 100% recommend these things, especially if you're going to get the full set of them. Like, this is absolutely worth it. I love this so freaking much. And like I said too, you get 4 extra ones, so I mean, you could technically flip some of these on eBay or give them to your friends or whatever. But if you want to make a little bit more of your money back, I mean, they'll easily sell on eBay. But alrighty guys, that is a quick opening of these figures here. I guess it's not very quick. I've already had to restart my camera once and I'm almost going to a second time here. So I've been recording this for almost the total of like 45 minutes just on these small figures. But if this is something that you would actually like to see more of, let me know. I mean, it doesn't even have to be anything Pokemon related. I love collecting figures just as much as I do cards. I've always wanted to do a little bit more figure openings on the channel. I've mentioned that before. So like I said, if you did enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. Maybe we'll do some more stuff. But alrighty guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe and check out another video while you're at it. Don't forget to hit the little bell button, get notifications when more videos go up. And as always guys, thank you so much for the love and support. It is greatly appreciated. And I will talk to you all later. See ya.